Ukso. Jodani. Fight! Hajime! Yame.
Breathe. Make sure you breathe in. Slow the heart down. Between every cut.
Yame. Guys, spread out a little bit. You've got a little bit more room than you anticipated.
Move to your right a little. Move to your right.
Okay, I start to maneuver. Should I stay here or should I go over there?
Ukso. Judani.
Yeah.
Fight! Hajime! Yame.
Line up. Line up. Facing this way. Line up. Line up.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Going up?
Yeah, exactly what you wanted
Line
to
up.
get.
Kyosuke, facing the camera, the clock. Courtesy to Zoku. Resume. Back to the test.
Exactly where you were. Ukso. Gate on Ichi.
Sam's too close to that. The last two. The last two steps to the right.
Last two steps to the right. Joseph, take a half step to the right. You have to adjust yourself by the mirror. You can do it. Gate on Ichi. Right. Hajime. Yame.
What was the last two over? I don't think I know all
Ukso. Gate on knee. Right. Hajime. Yame. Front row, take a step up. Sam, take a step up. You're right in the middle. Joseph, take a half step to your right. And Dave, half step to your right. Ukso. Ikaki Yukiichi. Back! Man! Yame. Deep breath. Ukso. Ikaki Yukini. Back! Man!
Yes.
Yame. Ukso. Owashi Ichi. Back! Hajime. Yame.
The leg.
Ukso. Owashi ni. Back! Hajime. Yeah, man.
Breathe. Slow the heart down. God bless you.
Bukso, Kongo Daiichi. Right. Right. Yeah, man. Bukso, Sanshin Daiichi. Right. Right. Yeah, man. Bukso, Gekisai Daiichi. Right. Right. Yeah, man. Joseph, take a step to your right. Take a step. Bukso. Sam, bow out for a second. Turn around and fix your OB. So, Gekisai Daiichi. Right. That's right. Yes. take a big step up.
Spread out a little.
Joseph, take a big step to your right. So, get beside thy son. Right. Right. Yummy.
Catch your breaths. Slow the heart down. Underbelts. Look at the katas, okay? Look at them, because these are the ones you'll be doing in the future. I knew the katas before Zoku taught me them, because I used to watch them so much. By the time he got to teach me, I already knew them in my head. Watch them. Watch them. They're repetitive, and you can learn these by visualizing them.
Ukso, Sanshin Daini. Right. Right. Yummy. Joseph, you have to step up and to your right. Ukso, Saifa.
Shia.
Ukso, Saifa. Right. Right. Yummy. Ukso, Hensho Daiichi. Right. Right? Yeah, man. Everybody take a step back and to your right. Back and to your right. I mean, obviously, maintain the same distance. Take a step up. Yeah. So, Congo Daini. Right. That's right. Yeah, man. So, Sanshin Daisan. Right. That's right. Yeah, man. Charlie, Dave, take a step back and to your right.
Breathe, guys, breathe.
So, Seun Chin. Ukso. Sanseru. Right. Right. Yeah, man.
Know each other? Both? Belly fun. Start facing the mirror, dropping back.
Right.
Go! Here we go. Shake! Shake! Go! Shake! Shake! Go! Shake! Shake! Go! Go! Shake! 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 You know Deep breath. Circle.
Breathe, slow the heart down, bring the heart back, come on, breathe.
Once you start getting varied. Go! Shake! 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 Go! Shake! Go! Go! Shake! 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 Go! Go! Shake! Yummy. Deep breath.
Dave and Charlie, move over. I don't want you rolling into anybody.
Step. Right each other. We both aim on. Circle. Start facing the mirror, dropping back. Go! Here we go. Shake! Shake! Yummy. Breath. Back up. Back up. Opposite side, get him right. Up. Stay.
Everybody do it again.
Listen, everyone get back. Mr. Payne, don't roll on this one. Everybody do it again. When you throw that punch to the head, it has to look like a punch. Greenbelt's doing better than you doing this. Give it 100% or don't do it. Do it again. Ski! Continue.
Again.
Don't tell them. Right?
Oh, I didn't show you.
Good. Just need to see Sam and Mr. Payne. Clear your head. You got to do EPON number 8 with Sam offense. Clear your head.
Offense.
Sam's offense number 8. Ready? Ski! Very good.
All right, 3 breaths. Over each other. Back up, or both E-pons. Side facing the mirror, dropping back. Make it apply and push it out. Stop! Straight! Yeah, strong. Go!
You did it right, Sam. Don't worry. 3. Now 3.
Straight!
It's okay, Sam. You did it right. You go to 4.
Moving on. Straight!
Nice shot.
Skate!
One of my favorites.
Skate! 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 Go! Skate!
Sam again. Again. Ski.
Pain.
Take a breather.
Sam. Now out of each other. Pain out.
Ski.
Skate!
How about full blast now? Do it again.
Go! Good on, number 12. Skate!
Do it again.
Everybody?
Everybody.
Oh, again, everybody. Go!
Charlie and David again.
Number David on Skate! Yummy. Up. This side, down back. Up! Skate! Come on, guys. Skate! Skate!
Step over that way. Step back. I don't want you to go now.
Skate! 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 Go! Skate! Go! Skate!
Breathe. Breathe in between.
Mr. Payne doesn't do that. Lower belt does.
Yes.
Check!
Charlie, do that again.
Check! Yummy. Breath. Step. Step. Around each other. Round up your palms. Start facing the mirror, drop the back. Breathe, guys. Breathe. Go. Drop your back. Start facing the mirror. Go! Sit! 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 Go! Sit! One. Sit! 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 Again.
Drawing day.
Sit!
Again.
Go! Yummy. Come on, Sam, get in there. Careful. Careful, Sam. Outside, get him alive. Go! Sit! No.
Guys, come closer this side.
Go! Sit! Go!
Sam again.
Again. Right?
Just the middle.
Good. Set. Sit! Sit. Go! up, Sam. Come on.
One more time. Everybody, one more time.
Your heads.
Again.
Again.
Concentrate, guys. Come on, get your breath. Concentrate.
First one, Ken, you on my right? Joseph? My left.
Gentlemen, slow it down. No facial contact. So slow your heart rate down. Don't slow the fighting down. Slow your heart rate down. Focus. Full speed, but no facial.
Battle Battle each other? Come on. What do you mean? Jerry, back to the center. Quickly, come on. What do you mean? Jerry. Battle each other. Come on, you're out. Dave, you're up. Local. Each other. Come on. What do you mean? Jeremy, center. Bow out to each other.
Shion, let him keep going through as many. I don't care if it takes 30 of them. I gotta see blocking counter.
Push. Bow out to Local. You're out. Call you up. Local. To each other. Come on. What do you mean? Down, man. Jeremy, back to the center. Come on. What do you mean? Jeremy, back to the center. To each other. Local.
Mr. Scheinwalden.
Shine wall. Push. Switch. Local. To each other. Come on. Blocking count. What do you mean? Yummy. Back to the center. Come on. What do you mean? Yummy. Back to the center. Bow out to each other. Bow out to each other. You got Shamwell. Shamwell, you're up. Blocking count. Battle Tofu. Battle each other. Blocking counter, gentlemen.
Advanced techniques.
What do you mean? Yummy. Come on. One more time, you're out. What do you mean? Yummy. Back to the center. Bow out to each other. Not fight without head. Bow out to Local. You're out. Sam, you're up. Switch. No. On here. Bow to Local. Bow to each other. Come on. Control, gentlemen. What do you mean? Yummy. Bow out to each other. Bow You're both out. Dave, you're up. On my right. Joseph, you're up. Maruzoku, battle each other. Come on. What do you mean? Johnny. Johnny, be smart. You know the floor's getting slippery. Be close together. Come on. What do you mean? Yummy. Back to the center. Come on. Everybody's got the same problem, right? What do you mean? Yummy. Bow out to each other. Bow out to Zoku. If you're up. Charlie, you're up. Oh, excuse me. Oh, you're out. Out of Zoku. Out of each other. Come on. Blocking counter, right? Watch your contact. Touch me. Oh, yummy.
Nice kick. Nice takedown.
But dry the floor. We have a towel.
Towel. Right. Bow out to each other, step off, right there. Stop.
Yeah, right where Charlie rolled down. Just make sure it's dry over there.
Thank you. Go ahead.
All right, continue.
Thank you. Come on. What do you mean? Yummy. Bow to each other. Zoku. Shamwo, you're up. Switch. Out of Zoku. Out of each other. Come on. What do you mean? Johnny. Bow out to each other. Bow out to Zoku. Shamwo, you're up. Shamwo, you're in. Now on to Zoku. Battle each other. Hands up. Line. What do you mean? Yummy.
Challenges blocking system. Don't brawl.
Come on. What do you mean? Yummy. Bow out to each other. Oh, I got it. You're fine. Bow out to each other. Bow out to Zoku. You're out. Sam, you're up. Don't wait for me. I want you to be there. Zoku. Bow to each other. Come on. What do you mean?
Gentlemen, yeah.
Yummy.
We know the floor is wet. We don't need to keep sweeping each other.
Get that?
Once in a while it works. To do it 100 times in a row.
Bow out to each other. Bow out to Zoku. Sam, you're up. You're out. Ken, you're in. Bow to Zoku. Bow to each other. Watch the head contact. Both of you. What do you mean? Yummy. Yummy. You gotta block and counter. Bow out to each other. Bow out to Zoku.
Gentlemen,
You're out.
when-
Joseph, you're up.
When you're in the hot seat, all eyes are on you. When David was up there, not to say he did everything right, David, but he did advanced sweeps, he did same side block and counter, he tried to show things because we're watching him. When you're here, show advanced technique, show block and counter, don't just try to brawl. You're gonna fail.
Bow to Zoku. Bow to each other. Joseph, you're in. Come on. That's you coming, right? What do you mean? Back to the center. Come on, let's go. Bow out to each other. Bow out to Zoku. You're out. Shine Wall, you're up.
Mr. Scheinwald.
Go behind me. And come down over here. Bow to Zoku. Bow to each other. You win this, right? Your head's good? Hajime! Got me. Center. Come on. Hajime!
What's up?
Yummy. Back to the center. Bow out to each other. Bow out to Zoku.
Good job.
The shine while you're up. Shine while you're out.
Make him block.
Bow out to the bounce Zoku. Bow to each other. Come on. What do you mean? Yummy. Back to the center. Come on. What do you mean? Yummy. That next block's not working. Come on, ready? How'd you make? Yummy. Back to the center. Bow out to each other. Bow out to Zoku. You both out. Joseph, you're up.
Turn your back, Sam.
Ken, you're up. Bow to Zoku. Bow to each other. Come on. What do you mean? Yummy. Center. Come on. What do you mean? Yummy. Back to the center, bow to each other. Bow to Zoku. Dave, you're up. Bowing to Zoku. Bowing to each other. Come on. What do you mean? Yummy. Come on. What do you mean? Yummy. Bow out to each other. Bow out to Zoku. Shine Wall, you're up. You're out. You around me.
Behind.
Around me.
Behind.
And on my left side. Same thing. Bowing to Zoku. Bowing to each other. Fine. What do you mean? Yummy! You're bad? Really? Come on. What do you mean? Yummy!
Count 'em out.
Sean, what are you about now?
Someone help him off.
Washington County, right? What do you mean? Gary, back to the center. Come on. Step to the other. Come on. Not too far. What do you mean? Gary. Now out to each other. About to go through. Charlie, you're up. That means you're gonna come on my side. Now let's go through. I want you to go. Come on. What do you mean? Yummy. Back to the center. Come on. What do you mean? Yummy. Charlie, stop backing up. Come on. What do you mean? Yummy. To each other. To go through. Sam, you're up. Right. Down to Zoe. Down to each other. Here we go. Hands up. What do you mean? Yummy.
Pick up the mouthpiece.
Yours? Come on. What do you mean? Yummy. Back to the center. What do you mean? Yummy. Don't forget what you're doing, guys. Block the counter, right? What do you mean? Yummy.
Mix them up.
Bow out to each other. Bow out to Zoe. We both off. Who hasn't gone yet? Charlie, you're up. Dave? Bow out to Zoe. Bow out to each other. Come on. What do you mean? Yummy! One time. What do you mean? Yummy!
Good try.
Right. What do you mean? Yummy. Center. Out to each other. Out to Zoe. You're up. Switch. Balance to go through. Balance to each other. Come on. What do you mean?
Yummy, move back.
Step this way a little bit. Come on. What do you mean? Yummy.
Back over here. Stop moving back, Charlie. Stop moving back.
Come on. What do you mean? Yummy. Bow to each other. So cool. Show you out. Ken, you're up. I want you to switch movies here. Now into Zoku. Bow into each other. Mine. What do you mean? Jeremy. Back to the center. Come on. What do you mean? Block. Yummy. Back to the center. Power to each other. Power to Zoku. Where's the poor Charlie at? Joseph, you're up. Power to Zoku. Balance to each other. Hand out in front of you and block and counter. What do you mean? Yummy. Back to the center. Step to me. Come on. What do you mean? Yummy. Back to the center. What do you mean? Yummy. Back to the center. Bow to each other. Bow to Zoku. Sam, you're up. Bow to Zoku. Bow to each other. Come on. Block and counter. What do you mean? Yummy. Nice spinning kick. Back over here with a little dryer. Over. Come on. What do you mean? Yummy. Back to the center. Everybody did the everybody was up. Bow to each other. Bow to Zoku. Bow out.
Okay, one up.
Wait 1 second. Get your boards. Get your boards.
Quiet, please, quiet.
Return them. Shion, turn a little Kazuka.
Okay, just do it this way. You're here.
Or the way you just turn the back was to the camera.
It was? Okay, so guys.
Right there's good.
Right there.
Yeah, right there.
Okay, so the inside legs should be inside. This inside legs, right? You gotta extend the arms all the way. Don't bend the arms, just extend it. Okay?
I moved them so you can see.
Extend the arms. It's harder to hold on to break.
Shift a little bit towards the other.
Perfect.
Then Kusudachi. Middle of the boards, Charlie. Middle, not the top.
You're good.
A little lower. Yeah.
Through this takes an enormous amount of work. It's very hard to just get pulled off the bench. So for the people that had to step in tonight and do rebounds that were cold, great job. It's not an easy thing to do. One. Number two, as I mentioned, a lot of work gets done to get to this point. People have things to improve, to be stamina, to be technique. Someone put in the time, put in the effort, it improved tremendously, and we're overconfident you have done well tonight. But unfortunately, last week you came down with the flu, and you couldn't go up tonight. So I just want to commend you know, putting in the work, being from a place that of uncertainty, where everyone was pretty confident. So I want to congratulate you for that. And remember, we want to come back, I guess we'll go up maybe a long time. I don't like coming here without anything to do. Of course, I'll make the time. That'll be up to your instructors, but congratulations.
Yes. Ironically, that was the first thing I was going to mention. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of training, a lot of hours, a lot of sweat, a lot of, I got blood on me tonight, and tears, and Ian, you put in the effort, so you know, your time will come soon. Unfortunately, you got sick, but the flu is running around New Jersey. I know two of my kids had it last week, so I appreciate how you feel, all right? First of all, I think it's important for the audience to understand what you just watched. All right, because there's other types of schools and there's other types of exams, and ours tends to be very different. And it's different because you have Hanshi Durmando, who's been active since, 1968? And we're going back over 50 years, or 52 years. We have Kyoshi Rosenstein, who's been active since 1973. So we're talking about a long history, and what we teach now, the way we do exams today, is the same way it was done 50 years ago. And I have to tell you, if you look around, there's been a lot of softening of America, and if you look at a lot of exams, they're not as difficult as this. I've had friends who've had kids in other schools, and when they make black belt, they'll turn to their kids and say, "Are you ready now to join their school?" And they're like, "No, we're still not ready to join their school." So for you kids in the back row, you know, you should be proud that you've come this far and know that you have a road ahead. You've seen where that road entails, so you should be pretty excited about it. But here's what you've seen as an audience. what we do and what we strive for in every exam is to test each individual. And every individual is a different age. We have Sam, who's, is mid to late 40s, sorry, Sam. And then we have young teenagers as well. So each one of them has different stamina levels. But what we try to do is we try to push them to the point of stamina where they're exhausted. And then what happens is once their body starts going, their mind starts going. So you might see a few mistakes here and there. And ultimately, what's the most important thing is what's called their spirit. That's the intangible. That's the thing you can't really touch. It's inside of each person. And they need that to get over. You'll notice that some people fought 5 times, some people fought 9 times. It depends on how much they needed to hit that point. But every single person we knew was ultimately going to hit that wall. So what you've seen is you've seen these young men actually go beyond their normal day-to-day and really push themselves. So let's just hear it for them for one time. There is some suspense as to whether or not everybody passed. So let me just nip it in the bud. Everybody passed. The reason we spent a lot of time in the back is because ultimately everyone that went up as well as they did, there's always room for improvement. And it's very important that senior instructors who may not see you on a day-to-day basis provide me with some objective or subjective views that I may not see on a regular basis. So needless to say, there's a lot we need to work on, and we'll get to that, okay? And that's the beauty of karate. The beauty is that you're always trying to better yourself, not just in the dojo, but outside the dojo. If you look on the wall over there, there's a little bit of a chart that kind of tells you at what you should be thinking about at each belt. I'll add something to black belt. I'll add life of self-discovery, all right? Life of self-discipline, all right? It's learning to understand yourself, life of self-awareness. These are things that they're going to learn at black belt. In our dojo, I know it's a long road to get to black belt, but believe it or not, black belt is just the beginning. All right, I made my black belt in 1987, probably 1969, probably 1981, I believe was the date. So you'll spend, if you stay in karate, most of your life at black belt. Okay? So for those of you that took this long road, don't say, oh, okay, I got my diploma, I'm not coming back Tuesday. I achieved what I need to achieve. This is the beginning. Okay? And as I call each one of you up, you're going to come up, you're going to bow in, you're going to receive your diploma, you're going to bow to Hanshi, you're going to bow to Kyoshi. Nobody take this personally, but we don't want to be touched right now because of different stuff going around. All right? I'm not saying you have the corona or Budweiser virus. I'm just saying that you bow out, you move on, you get your diploma, and you get your belt. Okay? So,
no handshakes.
Yeah, no handshakes. Okay? We love you, but not that much. First person I want to call up, believe it or not, I got a phone call today, and it was a frantic mother. She said, I don't know what to do. I have a son with 101 degrees fever. He didn't go to school today. I don't think he should be going up. So I said, put him on the phone. Hello, Sharon. I said, no, I need to speak to your son. And he said, no, this is me. And when he got on the phone, I said, how do you think you're going to go up? He's like, I'm going up. I trained so hard for this. There's no way I'm missing this. So I gave advice. I don't know if he took it or not, but I told him to pop 3 Advil. That be it. He popped 3 Advil. And the funny part is that Kyoshi was sitting there and he said, is he okay? And he had no idea. So throughout the exam, what's normally an incredibly difficult exam was made even more difficult by the fact that he was sick, he was probably weaker than usual, and this exam, as much as you train for it, takes a lot out of you, and takes more out of you than you think. All right? Joseph, you've come an incredibly long way. All right? I remember when you came this big, and I remember your dad said, how long is it going to take for him to make black belt? I said, as long as it takes him to make black belt. All right? You work your butt off. And let me tell you, this goes for every one of you. On a day-to-day basis, I'm probably the most critical person. Believe me, I'm critical of my own self, but I'm critical of each one of you. All right? And a normal person on the street would say, I don't need this. But you stand here every day, you try to better yourselves, and that's what's going to make you a great black belt for great human beings. So let's hear it today for Joe's. hear it for me. You know, it's funny because there's so many excuses that people make that they don't want to train. You know, at night I'm tired from work, I'm tired from school, I don't want to drive, I don't want to, you know, there's just a million excuses not to go to class. There's a million. And there's one excuse to show up, again, to make yourself better, right? We have one student that drives from Weehawken, during rush hour twice a week, all right? Doesn't miss class, and if he does, he calls me up. He's like, I can't make it. There's an overturned truck, tractor trailer. I'm trying to helicopter. I'm just trying to get over, but I somehow can't. All right? Every single class, he shows up, and his father, who I give a ton of credit, sits in the car for 2 to 3 hours every given night. I don't know what you're doing in that car, reading a book, newspaper, internet, but you're a great father for what you do and what the sacrifice you make for your son. All right? And you happen to be a fantastic karate kid. Tremendous future. I think I have you for another 2.5 years. You're a sophomore now. I have you for at least another 2.5 years. I think your father said you got to go to like Monmouth or Rutgers, so that we keep you nearby. All right, let's hear it tonight for Ken. We have a little saying in karate, and this is a saying that I've been hearing from Zoku since I was young and before I even understood it, and that was that karate saves marriages, okay? And it saves marriages because you're not at home every night. It's something that we adapt to. Now, Charlie came to us with Dave a number of years ago, and I remember a dramatic change, right? You dropped a ton of weight, and you progressed rather quickly. You had a great partner to train with. I think you guys actually worked together. I think they were actually training at work. They go into like the kitchen and do econs. All right, so it gave you a little bit of an advantage. You're a big guy, and it's funny because I'm a small guy, and I know Kyoshi's tall and Zoku's tall, so I'm good at teaching up. I don't know if I'm so good at teaching down, but you've adapted to a lot of what I do, and you've come a really long way. All right, remember, I know you're getting married this year. Okay, that's more reason for you to spend time with the dojo. All right, Mary's here. Oh, I know she's going to her parking lot. All right, let's hear it for Charlie. As we train with one another, we call each other dojo. As we train with one another, we call each other dojo brothers because we believe we're a family. I can't begin to tell you how many times. I know Shion Walsh, I believe his brother unfortunately passed away this week, and he still showed up here tonight. That's how much he cares about you. But we do anything for each other. I know there have been many times in the past where we've called each other up and on a whim. I run over, help him, he's helped me. We're always there for each other, all right? Even though we're a dojo, we consider each other family. But what's even better is when you actually have real family that trains in the dojo. I remember the day Mr. Baseman called me and said, I'm bringing my son in. And I'm like, oh, I can't wait to train him. And, he said, whatever you got to do, Shion, I trust you. And I can tell you from my own experience of having family in the dojo, I know Kyoshi has the same thing. There's nothing better than watching your own child progress, right? There's nothing better than being able to beat up your kid legally, too, by the way. But I have to say, it's a lot of fun, and the pride I see in Mr. Baseman on a day-to-day basis is just phenomenal. He not only has his son here, but he has his son-in-law here as well. So talk about, keeping your kids and your kid-in-laws in line, right? Dave, you've been really good since the day you came in, all right? You really, you came in, you listened. I'm sure your father gives you a lot of criticism as well. Ultimately, and I've said this before, black belt is just the beginning. Now, it's unfortunate that there's some kids that may lose one day because they go to college, and I hope I get them back. But you're out of college, you started your adult life, and I hope that you're going to get trained for a really long time. Hanshi Mangarvito once said, I think think of karate as a book. And when you make black belt, all you've done is get to the first page of the book, and the book is blank. So you have a ton of pages to go, a ton of future to write, and I'm very confident whether it's you or the 5 that just went up, it's going to be a nice road and a nice long road. Because, like I said, black belts is a time for stuff to start. So let's hear from Dave Faber. We're sick this week, too. I am going to turn over the honor of presenting Sam with an award. Dojo, so all you that are sitting in the back row should be very proud. I believe you're the first black belt to actually come through. I know I'm probably stealing some of his thunder. You know, I get the pleasure of having Sam in my class once a week as you volunteer at the church, which is ultimately fantastic. It just gives you a little glimpse of how great a person he is. And when he comes to my dojo, you want to talk about someone that I literally tell him to go left, he goes left. You know, I tell him to go right, he goes right. And then that's how you get better, not just here, but anywhere, everywhere, in anything you do out in the real world. So I'm going to turn it over the honor over to Sensei Coach Saunders.
And thank you, Sheila, for spending your time with one of our students.
You owe me some money,
Thank you. I'm not going to speak long. Sam has been with us for a long time. He was one of our original students, and his wife, Alita, and I were trying to figure this out 9 years ago. It's 9 years ago, black belt. I'm so proud. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of our school, and congratulations.
So I want to add something. So we were talking about the fact when you make black belt, you know, it's the beginning. I made black belt. Before Kanzen, it was Nisei Goju. I made black belt, and I was the lowest black belt and the worst one in the system. And I would go out and fight everybody else that was out there, and I was the worst one. I got beat up on a weekly basis. The rug sort of gets ripped out from under you. You have a whole new world. The things that you've learned up until black till now, you have to go back and perfect. You can't forget the basics, because it's the most important part of karate. So you got to go back and work on those things. And we all made some mistakes tonight. Block and counter was almost non-existent. That happens at tests. We understand that. Okay, and if we graded you based on block and counter, we'd have some problems tonight. But you've got to remember, and if you get winded and tired, the best thing in the world to do is just sit back, let the person attack you, block and boom. Block and boom. It's very simple. You don't use much energy that way. Instead of taking the offense and throwing kicks and flying kicks and all sorts of stuff, and you're exhausted already. Sit back and block and counter. It's so easy to do that. But if you're successful in karate, you'll be successful in everything you do in life, because there's nothing more difficult than this test. Nothing. They talk to, Shion talked about other styles. I've gone to Taekwondo schools to watch a black belt test. They do one kata and one fight. And the fight's like 30 seconds. It's ridiculous. You know, you get tested on all the knowledge. If you can make black belt here and continue, everything else in life is easy. Everything else. I'm serious about that. Everything else. And you can judge the rest of your life by this, because if you put the hard work in here, the hard work in sports, the hard work when you go to work in your occupation or your job, it's easy. It's easy compared to this test, right? So karate is very important. I think it's really important with respect to the whole picture of life. So I'm very proud of all of you. You did great. You got a lot to work on to fix things, but you did great. On your feet.
Before I turn it back over to Hanchi to close us out, I just want to formally thank Hanchi for coming out to see us. Hanchi is a high-powered attorney, to say the least, in Manhattan, and he makes time to come out, so we appreciate it. Kyoshi, thanks for coming out as well. We always appreciate that. And also, Renchi coming all the way out from Long Island. We have a school out in Long Island, we have a school in Maryland, we have a school in Washington, D.C., so thanks for taking the long trip. I know you have a pretty long trip.
One more important, for the first 5, wasn't for him, you wouldn't even have a white belt manual.
spend more to show the respect and let you celebrate. The White Belt Manual we produced that we had to collate it ourselves. Now my ping pong table. Collate it ourselves, page by page. We had to take screws and screw in 3 screws on every one. We had Sundays that we just spent putting together the White Belt Manuals. But without Reggie Sullivan, we would not have any of the manuals today. So he's really the one that helped put it all into writing and put Zoku's genius down on paper. Congratulations. I would not have let you test tonight, Joe. So if I would have known you were sick, you would not have been tested tonight. So it's lucky that I didn't know ahead of time. I'm impressed that you went full being sick and 101 fever. I'm amazed. Bowing out to Zoku. Here. Shihan. Yoshi. Shihan. To the upper belts. You're dismissed. Congratulations. Wait.